So as we can see, angle A is equal to angle D, reason being alternate. And what is the relationship between angle E and angle B? Angle E and angle B.
My name is Dávid Koda. I'm in my last year at Gapchilangoma Training College. I would like to be a teacher. I've always wanted to be one. I'm here at Gapchilangoma TTC to be trained as a rural primary school teacher. I chose the career myself. Nobody chose the career for me because I thought about a child from rural area who is failing to go to school because the number of teachers is low. So I thought about it that if I'll be one of the teachers at rural primary school, it means I can make a difference. Life at the college, I can say it is good because I've made a lot of friends from different tribes. We stick together most of the times and we care about each other. Many of us here at the college, we usually go home maybe once in every 3 months. We like staying at the college. At the college, we had different things, and these things were like we had the extra curriculum as well as the academic curriculum. We were working in micro groups during maybe subjects like foundation, whereby we were discussing different things so that we can help each other to understand and grasp the concept.
This college, Gapchilangoma Teacher Training College, it was constructed, or we opened the doors in 2003. That means we've been here for 8 years now. And the reason why we as Development Aid from People to People decided to start teacher training in Malawi, it was first purely because of the numbers of teachers, that there was and is still a big gap. I think the need of teachers is around 8,000 teachers per year, still too little coming out of the colleges. It's very clear when you visit a Malawian primary school in the rural area that it's a very, very big job to be a teacher if you really want to change the lives of those kids which you are teaching. Like you will see yourself often being teaching a class of 100 or even more children. You will see yourself staying in a house without electricity, without running water. You will not have enough teaching materials. Your children, many of them which you are supposed to teach, will have parents who do not support their education because they don't see the outcome of it and maybe they didn't go to school themselves. So you can say the odds for you to succeed as a teacher are not very high. We have from the beginning been working together with the Ministry of Education, and we are registered and licensed by the Ministry of Education. And our teachers, when they graduate, they become what we call T2 teachers. And they are enrolled in the whole posting system of the Ministry of Education. So they will go and work in rural primary schools when they are graduated. Yeah, one of the very personally interesting things is also that you can see these students developing themselves from when they come to the college. Some of them come maybe directly from home or from secondary school. They are young and everything is new. And then you can see that through this 1.5 year in college they do come to develop themselves and they come to know their own strength. And even more when they go out in the teaching practice, you can see that because to be a teacher is such a diverse job, that some develop some sides of their personality, others develop other sides. Like for instance, some find out that they are very good at working with the parents and they develop that side. Others, they find out that the sports, the open days, making all these activities with the community is just really what they can make working. And because they have this long time to try out all these different things, they come out in the other end as what we call baked teachers, and they are a person now and not just a student.
Each and every dormitory has 4 people. Like in my dormitory, we have 4 of us, and we usually study together. That's in class or even under the tree. And also, most of the times, we wake up early in the morning. We wake up around 6, doing our morning task, like cleaning in the classroom, as well as after that we go and take a bath and have our breakfast. Then we go in class at 8. Most of the time we are usually busy until maybe 9 p.m. because most of the time we go out from classrooms at 9. Then we can go and have a rest. These are pictures of my friends as well as some of my family members. I'm having these ones, these 2. They are my sisters from Cholo, Shira and Monica. I'm having my 2 best friends, I can say 3 best friends, Grace, Torines, as well as Lena. Here, me and my sister Ntisunge. Here, when I was at Chichiri Secondary School, me and my best friend. This is Duelan Kalamba. This one is my friend Kisa. And these 2, they are children from my neighbor. Really like them. And this one is my Michael and her friends as well. This one is Patrick as my friend as well. And this one as well. These are our puppies. Of course now they are grown-up dogs, but by then they were puppies. I like that one as well. At the college, we usually get food 3 times a day. We have breakfast in the morning, lunch, as well as dinner. And these things we usually eat together in our micro groups. I enjoy eating with my friends. After dinner, usually there's something going on, like group evening, as well as social clubs. And once every week, that's on Wednesdays, we usually go for religious groups meeting, and everyone can go and attend his or her religious group. As of me, I belong to Church of Central African Presbyterian, and we attend a group called Capsule. There we usually pray, read the Bible, as well as sing and dance, enjoying our time, pleasing our God. Today, I'm leaving the college for my teaching practice for 11 months. I'll go to Ntengwambalame Primary School, which is the demonstration school of our college TAP. And there, I'll be staying with my fellow friends, 5 of them, 5 girls. And I'm following them on a taxi bike. Yes, Arabic.
Arabic is the time of age between 9 and 19.
school, it is not compulsory. Most of the times, if you wish to go to school, you can go to school according to your own will, but nobody is going to force you to go and learn in the school. I'm teaching standard 6, and in my class I'm only having 32 learners. Unfortunately, in most of the primary schools, they are having a biggest number of learners in their classrooms. Some they even have 100 learners as one class. This is very tough, I can say, because it is very difficult to you to work with the learners, each and every learner. But as for me, it's easy to work with my learners because I'm only having few learners. I do work with them in their groups. I have time to discuss with them in their groups because there are few of them. As for myself, I'm teaching Chichewa, agriculture, Bible knowledge, and also life skills. Those are the subjects that I'm teaching. The other thing is that in my class, to say the fact, I'm having very, very brilliant learners, and they don't have problem in concentrating whatever we are teaching them. Unfortunately, at my school, we don't have a school feeding program, and this has also made a lot of learners to stop coming to school because most of the times when it is around 11, they're almost hungry and thirsty, so they will say, let me just go home. And also we are having a lot of dropouts at our school, I can say like that. Many learners, they don't go further with their education, they stop at standard 6. We will see that in standard 8 we are only having few learners. Like now in standard 6 we are having 32, but if they will reach standard 8, maybe there will be only 20 something. Today I'm going to the hospital. I would like to go and test for malaria as well as for typhoid because they found me with typhoid. That was in March. So I'm going to the hospital to test for the same typhoid to see if it is still there. The typhoid, most of the time it is caused by bacteria. They are just bacteria. So it means that maybe the bacteria were from the water that I'm drinking, because we are drinking the water from the boreholes, and also the vegetables, if they are not well cooked, because some they just boil the vegetable for some few minutes and start eating them. So we can say, I think that's the causative agent. The doctor has told me that the typhoid is still there, but not that big. It is at least okay, and she has given me medicine to take for 10 days. Today I'm visiting my classmates from the college who are teaching at Malawi Primary School. We are organizing a quiz there. I need to check on some of the things which I believe they have prepared so that we should make sure that everything is organized. Unfortunately, in Malawi, they don't have electricity like at our school, and the kids are sitting down on the floor, while at our school the kids are sitting in the desks. So we can say that in Malawi, the number of children is more compared to the number of children at Ntengwambalami Primary School as well.
So boys and girls, that's it about the topic, digestion. And tomorrow we are going to proceed with a new topic, and that will be the human skeleton. What is the skeleton? That's what we're going to look into. Are we together? Yes. Oh, you're most welcome, Madam Mukota.
Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good. Morning, class.
Good afternoon,
How are you?
we are fine, madam, and how are you?
Fine, thank you. Sit down.
Thank you, madam.
How is the preparation about the quiz that I talked about?
I believe my learners are very ready for it. No any problem this time. We are ready. On Friday we are coming.
Okay, of course we have prepared ourselves. Of course I've made the questions as well as some prepare some gift for the learners so that the quiz should be at least.
Oh, that's very fine. Yeah. I like that.
Okay,
and I believe my learners will win you. You must be very careful. They are so intelligent.
Come on, if you talk about that, we'll see.
Yeah, we shall see, buddy.
Okay.
Sure.
Right, okay.
Tatokoza zingongami tabwana kuti tizapange quiz timasukulu awiri eti tindi mtengwa primary school komanso tindi Milala primary school eti ndekutsogolo kuti konako muliso nkhope zamasitatu osiyana-siyana ndikhulupirira kuti ena mukwadziwa ena simukutani simukuwadziwa even ine amene ndikulankhulani simukunditani ena mukundidziwa ena simukunditani chabwino ndiye ndiyamba kuzipanga introduce ineyo ndekha. Ine ndine Madam Kota, ndimaphunzitsa abantwana primary school standard 6. Milala primary school, it's your turn. The birds arrived when the sun was setting. The birds arrived when the sun was setting. Can you tell me the adverbial clause? Yes?
When the sun sets.
Good. Can you clap hands for him? 2 points for Milala. When the sun was setting, that's the adverbial clause. So we go for standard 6. The question cross the floor to Milala primary school. Standard 6. Can you spell the word imaginative? Standard 6. Yes?
I-double-M-A-G-I-N-A-T-I-V-E.
No. Then it means class say ilandira 1 gold medal. 8. Standard 5, standard 6, standard 7. Ndeti amba ndi alendo athu amene anabwera yayi akamapita ku nyumba apita manjali kuko.
The quiz went well and everything was organized. As we see, the learners were able to participate in the quiz. They were able to answer the questions, as well as they have received their prizes and they are happy. I have to thank my fellow teachers from Mbalame as well as the teachers from Milala for helping me in this quiz so that the quiz should be perfect. As you can see, the quiz has been a perfect thing. I never expected it to be like this, but I thank them for helping me a lot. I've enjoyed everything and I'm happy to say the fact.
When you are a teacher, you have to behave like learners so that the learners should also show the interest in you. If you behave like somebody like a grown-up, you should show yourself that you're a grown-up person among them. Then I think you cannot cooperate with them. But you should cooperate as a young person, just like the way they are. So that's a good teacher. The students, especially us, most of the times when we are at the teaching practice, we can say that we are given, I can say maybe a house, though sometimes the house is not good, but we usually try our best to make ourselves fit in that level. We go there as teachers, but also we go there as role models to the learners, because we help the community to look at us like, Come on. Can you see that young lady? She has completed her school and now she's a teacher. So it means my child can also complete school and become like that one. So we can say, we student teachers, when you go to those schools, we are accepted well, we can say, in other communities. And also we act as role models to the learners as well as even the parents. They encourage their children, oh, you should go to school, so that you can be like that one. To my side, I can say the Malawian education, to say the fact to my side, it is not that good. Maybe in the urban areas, people are going to school, are learning, are having different things. But let us look at the rural area, where we'll find a little Malawian. The education there is very poor. Why is it very poor? It's because in the schools they are having few teachers. You can imagine in a school which is having almost 700 learners, you find only 5 teachers. That's in rural primary school. But when you go to the urban area, you find maybe 1,000 learners at the school, and there are almost 50-something teachers there in the urban, right? But in the rural, it's like the education is not that good. It is poor because a lot of teachers, they prefer going to the urban, helping some people who are in the urban who are having money than those people who are in the village, who are the little Malawians. This is our house, and this one is the living room where we usually take our meals. Even when writing lesson plans, we usually write using this room. This is the first room. We are having teachers from the TTC as well, Miss Banda as well as Miss Luanji. They teach standard 5. This is the second room, and we are having Miss Chikopa. She's a teacher for standard 4. That's where she sleeps, and this one is for her partner, Miss Moenda. The last room, and this is my room. Me and my partner. That's my partner, Miss Lipikwa. We teach standard 6, all of us, me and my partner. And as you can see, each and every room in this house, we are having the mosquito nets. These mosquito nets are there so that we should prevent ourselves from mosquito bites. The mosquito causes malaria. As you know, in Malawi, the big problem is about malaria. Malaria can kill. So we DAP teachers, we usually make sure that each and everyone has a mosquito net so that we can prevent malaria. And this house as well, we are so lucky in such a way that we are having electricity compared to the other houses for student teachers. But our house here, we are having electricity. We buy the airtime for ourselves and pay the bills. So this is my room and everything inside. At our place, we are having a cooking roster whereby we share days of cooking as well as working. And this evening, I'm the one cooking with my partner. Today I'll cook sima as well as some vegetables and eggs. Nsima is our staple food here in Malawi. We usually eat nsima. We like it in such a way that almost each and everyone in Malawi eats nsima. That's our staple food and our main food here in Malawi. I enjoy cooking nsima, to say the fact. Though it is hard, sometimes you can get burned, but such is life. You have to cook for the others to eat. Usually we start the day at 6. First of all, we start the fire and put the warm water for the bath. Then after that, we clean the house, that's sweeping, mopping, as well as the surrounding. Then we go for a bath. We take the bath because we usually use the warm water because every day is a very cold day. We DAP teachers, we usually go and visit the families to ask them the reasons why their children are not coming to school. Today, I'm going to visit the family of Mr. and Mrs. Denga to ask them the reason why Enoch Denga, one of my learners who is very brilliant, is not coming to school. As we know that education is important to each and everyone, I believe that when we do this, the learners are encouraged to go back to school so that they can get their education and become independent people in the future, as well as they can develop our country, Malawi. Because education is the key to the development of our country, Malawi. So today we'll visit him and his parents so that we can see the way forward on how we can help him to go back to school and become somebody in future. Tadzoga. Nabwera kankanya Enoch Denga. Kumpira ndi mwana wanu. Mangu kuna tidziwe zifupa zomusama bwera ku school pakati apo. Kuti mwana uja ndi wanzeru. Tamene soti mandalira so kwambiri in class. Okay. To. Okay. Little.
Ndijeni zifupa zake zimene ndimana kuti amanyinyirika mbali ya ndani oluka nkuletso vala wina. Ndamona kuti amanyinyirika kuti asanga mapite ku sukulu. Kapo kamuzandirani muzandigulire. Ndipo kati dadze chiromenyerera tatu kugulira mwezura ukatani ukata. Ndende minana yamba mochi.
Amatubone tsoti ababa eti kuti maiswa awo ndo malize. Akwene kirata dzipirabe ku sukulu mwana uja ndo anzero kunena yonga. Sanami yayi ineyo kwati nawanga ndabwere titati tuone titawerengesera ana an class mwathu amene ali anzero. Ziko mwambiri.
Ako matese tsati naye maso.
Sonti
zifoka ya.
Azati nyamula bagali moto kutauni. Azati nyamula bagali moto kutauni. Kusisangao. Nitunidu. Mwana ruka mpuzisa wibunya bulonjo kude ukampuzisa sama kuyiwala. Iwe ukoza kumuyiwale koma mwana oje sangarani? Sanga yiwala koza apuzisa ngaka wana ndipuzisa hapo ntawina yani.
Zona.
Tu. Tathokoze. Hopefully, I believe I've achieved my goal and I'll be expecting Enoch Denga on Monday. I know he's going to come because he's one of the brilliant learners in my class.
Now I'm going home. I just want to visit my father as well as my sister. She's around with her 2 kids. So I'm having 3 days holiday. That's why I'm coming home. Just want to chat with them, see the children as well, because it has been a long time. This is my home where I was born in Mpingwilimbi. Yeah.
My father now, he's working at illumination supplies. Yeah, he does things of building, painting, as well as maintaining some other buildings. While my mother, she's a business lady.
Hello, my daughter. Hey. Thank you. Ukara bwanji kumene?
Tuli bwino chichonse chili bwino.
Chabwino.
Nditoro.
No pitizano khala bwino.
Zikomo kwambiri.
Chifukwa pa December paja ndinasangala kwambiri. Chifukwa ananimbira kuja na headmaster kana ndani amana kuti yayi kuno kuli bungwe lina likuthandiza ndalama kwana wovutika. Koma iweyo tinalipira zonse fizi. Koma iweyo anandibwezera 80,000. Siyo choswa ndalama chipo chakhalidwe labwino.
Azo.
Aba pathandiza kuti sukulu imango yosombuli. Sicho chitsiru ye.
Nzo.
Chifukwa akanakhala ndipo chake vanthu vambiri oraphunzire bwanji ngati la chitsiro amakhabe chitsiro basi. Sono kwa bwino wewe ukhale munthu ukazakhala munthu usogora palibe chizakuso. Chifukwa umunthu umasowa pa vanthu vambiri. So pitirize.
Zikomo kwambiri.
Panthawi yonse sekera sukulu tibwera lizaone mwezi zakhalira kucheni.
Kugala.
Ku graduation yanu ndi. Tizaone mwezi zakhalire.
Tizapanga sonda.
Ingo pemphera kuti tizakhalepo.
Sana ndawo tizakhalapo.
Ndithu.
Zikomo kwambiri.
Zikomo.
Both of my parents are from Kasungu. I can say Kasungu is almost 500 kilometers from the college. Right now my mother is there because she has to work in the field, and also at home we are having a motel whereby she is running the motel. There are a lot of things to be done, like harvesting as well as running the motel. So I'll need to go there and visit her so that I can help her in the part of harvesting as well as in the part of cleaning around the house. The last time I visited Kasungu was in 2008 for a funeral service, that is. I can say like that. But now it has been 3 years since I visited Kasungu because of my school. This is the house. This one here is the new house that they are constructing. This is the whole campus, the whole area of
this one belongs to my father and my mother. These are the trees that my father planted. This whole tree going that side.
I really liked this journey in such a way that I had time to chat with my friends and also some of the family members. It's like most of the family members live here in Kasungu, or my uncles, my cousins, as well as my brothers. So I really enjoyed.
Kuno kumudzi umoti makhalira iye amadziwa chifukwa amabwera suti niyamba kubwera kuno, amabwera uchokera ali wang'ono amabwera kuno kumudzi ndiye kufika na lero wangotha zaka 3 chifukwa cha skuluko chifukwa chake sanabwereko ndiye umwe wabwera lero wonse abale basangalala palibe futo lina lililonse. Ndiye kuchoka nthawi imeneyo timaona kuti ku skulu maripoti amabwera abwino okhaokha, sibanabwerepo ripoti yonena kuti mwana wanu asabvera kuno ku skulu. Ndiye timakhulupirira kuti uphunzisiwo adzachita bwino, akapitirira azapita patsogolo.
I'm here in Kasungu. Now I need to go and help in the field. That's harvesting. And I need to help my mother. She's having a lot of work to do. So I need to help her harvesting the maize, because the maize is like our main food here in Malawi. So we need to work on this one so that we can have a lot of food for us. That's from here now until next year. On Sundays, we usually go to church, and today I'll go to church. Most of the times when going to church, I usually go with my mother. I believe in God, right? And I believe that each and everything that is happening in my life is because of God. He is the one who created me. He is the one who has given me all these chances that I'm having in life. And there's a need of me to thank him. That's why each and every Sunday I usually go to church, so that I should say thanks to God for each and everything that I'm having in my life.
Oh,
it was very nice to be at home with my mother and also with some of the family members here at the village. Unfortunately, I need to go back to school. On my way home, I'll stop by at the lake. Of course, I've been at the lake, I can say, so many years ago, when I was young. This is a very fantastic lake, and it is very, very beautiful. And I can say that my favorite jumbo, which I usually like, it is from this lake. To say the fact, I'm really proud to be a Malawian, because Malawian people, they're always happy, they're always very friendly, and they love each other. That is the reason why we are called the warm heart of Africa, because the people here, they're very friendly and happy as well. We are not like other countries which usually do wars. Nah, not in Malawi. And to say the fact, I'm really, really proud to be here in Malawi and to be a Malawian nation. Soon, I'll be finishing my training, and the Ministry of Education is going to send us into rural primary schools that's in different areas for 5 years.
What I would like to be in the future, I would like to be a hardworking teacher who is going to help Lulu children to learn and become responsible citizens for our country. We know that education is good for everyone, and I've chosen to be a teacher so that I can help those learners who have that heart of developing this country of ours, Malawi. So I know that I'll be a good teacher because I choose the career for myself. Nobody choose it for me, but I chose it for myself.